She walked into the courtroom wearing the one thing she refused to hide, her Medal of Honor. The room froze. Some stared in awe, others in disbelief. But when the judge pointed at her and demanded she take it off, no one expected who would walk in next and turn the entire courtroom silent. Backhand index pointing down. From which part of the country are you watching? Comment below. She stood in the center of the courtroom, shoulders squared, the Medal of Honor resting heavily against her chest, not just as decoration, but as a reminder of everything she had survived. Commander Evelyn Grant had walked through fire, literally, during her last mission overseas, dragging 3 wounded Marines out of a burning forward operating base after an unexpected drone strike. Today, she wasn't here as a hero. She was here because the military had accused her of unauthorized engagement, claiming she disobeyed orders. The crowd packed behind her, mothers holding framed photos, veterans in quiet solidarity, and civilians who had followed her case for months, waited for this moment, breaths held. But before any testimony began, Judge Harold Branson leaned forward, narrowed his eyes, and pointed directly at her medal. His voice cut through the room like a snapped cable. "Commander Grant," he ordered sharply, "remove that medal. This is a court of law, not a stage for theatrics." A ripple of gasps spread through the courtroom. Evelyn didn't move. She simply looked at him, her gray eyes steady, her voice low but firm. "With respect, sir, this medal belongs to those who never made a home. I will not remove it." The judge's jaw tightened. "Then you will be held in contempt." The murmurs grew louder. Supporters began shifting in their seats, some placing hands over their hearts. One mother clutched the photo of her fallen son, whispering, "She earned that." But just as the judge raised his gavel to strike, the heavy doors at the back of the courtroom slammed open. Everyone turned. In stepped Admiral Jonathan Pierce, legendary, feared, respected, the highest-ranking naval officer on the East Coast. His uniform was pristine, his presence electrifying. The bailiffs froze. Even a stenographer stopped typing. The Admiral walked with deliberate steps, his boots echoing across the wooden floor, his stern expression laser-focused on the judge. "That medal," Admiral Pierce said, his voice controlled but thunderous, "was awarded by this nation for valor beyond imagination. She will not remove it, and neither will anyone else ever ask her to." The room fell dead silent. The judge swallowed, suddenly pale. "Admiral Pierce, I wasn't aware you would be attending." "You weren't," the Admiral replied coldly. "I came because justice is on trial today, not her." A shockwave went through the spectators. The judge, visibly shaken, lowered his gavel. Evelyn stood motionless, her eyes flicking to the Admiral with surprise. She hadn't expected him, especially not after their history. Years ago, he had been her commanding officer, the one who trained her, believed in her, and the one who signed the order that nearly ended her career. But he wasn't here for old wounds. He was here because the truth had been buried. Until today, the prosecution, confident all morning, suddenly grew uneasy. Their lead attorney shuffled papers nervously. Admiral Pierce stepped beside Evelyn, placing one gloved hand on the table. "I have classified evidence," he announced, "that will exonerate Commander Grant." The judge looked stunned. "Admiral, this is highly irregular." "So is accusing a national hero without the full truth," he snapped. Gasps again filled the room. The prosecutor's face drained of color. Evelyn's heartbeat pounded. She had suspected something was off, that someone in the chain of command had changed her mission orders after the fact to shift blame. But hearing the Admiral say it aloud made her knees weaken. The judge reluctantly allowed the Admiral to proceed. The classified report revealed that Evelyn had not disobeyed orders. She had followed a direct command sent from a corrupted unit head, one who had later destroyed his own communications log to avoid accountability. Evelyn wasn't the one under question. She was the scapegoat. The room erupted. Supporters cried. Veterans saluted. Even the bailiffs stood straighter, as though witnessing something sacred. Evelyn covered her eyes, overwhelmed by relief and disbelief. The judge banged his gavel repeatedly, his voice strained. "Order! Order in the court!" When silence finally settled, he cleared his throat. Commander Grant, this court owes you an apology. The words hung in the air like a surrendered flag. You are hereby cleared of all charges. Evelyn exhaled slowly, her shoulders trembling. But the moment wasn't hers alone. The Admiral turned to her, his tone softening. You carry them home, he said quietly. Today we carry you. The spectators rose to their feet in a spontaneous standing ovation, an ocean of hands over hearts and tear-filled eyes. And for the first time in months, Evelyn finally felt at peace. She didn't touch the medal. She didn't need to. It spoke for her. And this time, no one dare question it. Bell, if you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe for more powerful, emotional military dramas. Your support helps us bring these stories to life.